we're in the place where the talk's starting to happen about expanding the tournament. Love to know your take and your thoughts on that.
Well, I was adamantly opposed, just as much as I never thought I would see a 16 beat a 1. I mean, I was anchored in that space pretty strong until we had it happen twice in the last 5 years, a 16 knocking off a 1. And I was opposed. I mean, I thought the expansion in 2011 made sense when we created the first 4. And it's tied to the math of how many Division I teams are there, what percentage of teams in Division I participate or have the opportunity to play in championships. At least that's how it was explained to me. And before the expansion in 2011, men's basketball, and I'm not sure if it was women's as well, but I would think it would be the same case, was sub 20% of teams being qualifying for the national championship. It was probably 18, 19%. When you expanded to the additional 4, it took it over 20%, which was comparable to what you had in the other sports. And so it looks the same now as we've expanded the number of current and potential Division I teams. I think we've got 11 teams in transition of some sort to become Division I. I think we're at 352, and it will be 363 at some point. So if you you add another 4, 8 teams, whatever the number might be, then you stay at that 20 to 22, 23% of teams qualifying for a chance to play qualifying for the tournament. So that I've warmed to it, but I said it on the air. I think it was this weekend. It took, I'm kind of a crock pot in how I'm getting warmed up to this thing. It's not a microwave thing, but I do kind of understand it. So I know change is inevitable, and I don't ever want to resist change just for the sake of resisting it. So it makes some sense, although it's pretty special where it is in terms of the numbers. So I'm warming to the idea, and it sounds like we're headed towards that reality.
Yeah, I think the thing you worry about too, right, is getting it watered down, and all of a sudden you got teams beating each other.
Great call, Jeff.
I've continuously said it with football. I know everybody's excited about the 12-team playoff, but I cannot wait till the 5 seed absolutely blows out the 12 seed at home.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, this is what you wanted. Now I get. They're going to argue all the time, but that's what I worry about, man, is nobody wants to see a team get beat by 40.
That's a great point. And, since we've gone to 68, there's very little belly aching about the teams that don't make it. I mean, it's really diminished.
True, right?
There have been maybe in the 13 years since we've gone to 68, you could count on one hand where you thought somebody perhaps had a legitimate case for not being in. You've got at-large opportunities. You've got your 32 automatic qualifiers, and anybody who's playing in the conference tournament can catch lightning in a bottle and do that, which is part of the secret sauce of the tournament. So I agree. I mean, the watering down, the diminishing, the all-access part doesn't appeal to me at all. But in this case, it seems like there is some rationale behind maybe adding another 2. I tell you what, the guys that do these brackets all year long, they really struggle right now trying to figure out the last handful of teams because they all look so bad.
Yeah.
So again, that's a point well made and well taken, Jeff.
I'm a Clemson fan, and last year a lot of people were griping that they didn't get in the tournament. I'm like, we lost 3 or 4 horrible games back in November and December. I'm like, people forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly. No, the committee doesn't.
No, I know, but I'm saying the fans. Well, they beat NC State.
Right. Oh yeah. The fans. Yeah.
Yeah, and this year, they went to Carolina, beat them. So I'm like, they've made their case this year, and they're going to get in. Oh,
not only that, but they had a great non-conference season, Jeff.
Exactly.
I mean, they're a team that could very well surprise on the upside come tournament time. They really played well in the non-conference. Hit a little bit of turbulence and a speed bump during conference, and now seem to be trending in a solid, positive direction. You talk about get the right matchups. They're physical. They're big. They've got guards. They've got a terrific coach. I mean, it's the kind of team that you look at that bracket when it comes out, and I'm assuming they're going to be in it. They deserve to be in it, clearly. And you look at some matchups and you say, whoa, these guys could do a Miami.
Love it.
Don't get us hopes up, Clark. Don't get us hopes up.
Jeff's hoping the committee's listening to the podcast.
Hey, I don't have any bearing on the committee. I just offer what I think for those that are watching and enjoying the games as fans. And we always know what happens between the lines dictates
That's right.
who moves on.
Yep.
Everything else is just fodder and discussion.
Yep.